Thank you all, and thank you so much for joining this meeting. And in this session, we'll talk about data analytics with Power BI and Fabric. So you would have heard about Power BI. Some of you are like very new to this Power BI. What is this data analytics and what is this Fabric, right? Everything will be like a very blank for you. So in today's session, today, along with the continuation of tomorrow, I'll be walking you through what exactly is a data analytics, what you will do as when you get a job as a data analyst in your company, what role you're going to play, right? What are the type of work you get and how you will work in that project. And in fact, if you're coming from a gap or maybe if you don't know what to work, how to work, don't worry. We are here to help you. Okay. Now, usually I don't tell this in the start, but today I'm telling this because I keep hearing a lot of questions like I'm from US. Is it a right course? I have a career gap. Will it be a right course for me? Right? You have all of these questions. So before I even start the session, let me tell you who can learn this. Who can learn this? Right? The moment I joined, everyone started asking, is it a right skill? Can I learn this? Can I learn this? Right? So here on the screen, you see that in order to learn this data analytics, where we are mainly focusing on Power BI, you need not come from any coding background. You need not come from any coding background. Anyone who is willing to learn can learn this. And guys who are working in non-IT skills, like I'm working as an admin, I'm working as a sales manager, even I'm a teacher, I'm working in a Xerox shop, even you have a chance to get into IT. So that is what as a career transition. And this skill is actually, it was, and even now in the COVID time when we were moving all this work from home options, right? A lot of guys, a lot of people who had a career break, even they were able to crack the interview and are now well settled working in IT, right? So guys who are in the career gap, this is also right opportunity for you to get your steps into IT, right? It's very easy, right? Anyone can learn this. I'll be telling what we will be doing, but this is a good news for you. Guys who fall into any of this category, including freshers, non-IT to IT, career transitions where I have a very low package, I want to get into some decent package, and a career gap people, I don't like coding at all. I want to get rid of this coding, right? Who are willing to get into a domain and technology which involves, I'll not say less pressure, it's all about your mindset, how you work, what you work, and what will be your role. Trust me, I've been into this field for 10 years. This role is most satisfying role. Okay. In India, I'm an Indian, so obviously I'll be talking about India. 80% of Indian population who are actually working in their specific roles don't like their job. They are working only for paying EMIs and fulfilling their basic needs. This is a truth. This is a truth, right? And we have how many? 80 people in this batch, right? 80 people have joined. In this 80 people, I can tell all 80 people are not liking the work which you're doing currently, and that's why you're here, right? All the 80 people who are here are not actually liking the work which you're doing, and that is why you're here. Or else, why you'll be here? It's almost weekend, Thursday night. You can do a party, you can go out with friends, you can enjoy. But 8:30 in the evening time, and you're sitting in the class, you are for a purpose, right? So the first thing in life, if you want to succeed in life, it majorly depends on what type of work you do. You split your 24 hours, 8 hours for sleeping, 8 hours for your basic things, and 8 hours for your work. That 8 hours work will decide your lifestyle. If you are with hectic work, lot of pressure, I have to keep on traveling, I'm not liking the work, manager is scolding, they are giving hectic task, you will start shouting that tension in your house. It will affect your sleep, right? 2025, let me tell you, the most important thing in your life is mental peace. And trust me, mental peace depends on the work which you do. So before even talking about the subject, let me tell you, start showing interest towards the subject. Only then you will learn it. Someone is forcing, someone got the job, someone is saying Power BI is good and KSR is promoting. Don't think all that. For you, you have to work peacefully, right? No pressure. I have to fulfill all my clients' needs without tension. Well, you have to first start liking a subject, right? So with all that, let's get into the agenda. So as part of today's and tomorrow's agenda, we'll be talking about data and then we'll talk about SQL, followed by the hero of our subject, that is Power BI. And then we will start introducing about cloud. Specifically, we'll talk about the Azure and finally Fabric. And it last, maybe tomorrow, I'll be telling you what will be the course outline, the course duration, course timings, course fees, everything I'll be telling tomorrow. Today, feel free, relax, and understand the subject. Okay. Now, with that, I forgot to introduce myself. Guys who don't know, who are seeing me or listening me for the first time, you can call me Santosh. I do have a decade of experience working in IT. I started my journey in 2014 and 2024 I completed 10 years and very grateful that I got to work right from the day one of my career in data, right? I work with data a lot, right? Every single minute I keep getting the data, I start analyzing, I start doing data engineering, I start building models. So very grateful to be part of data science, data analytics, and data engineering. All of my career I've been working with data and currently working as a manager in Microsoft. But apart from that, being a core member of KSR. So here I'm here to help you mentoring and getting you into your specific jobs that is related to all the data. So I train on data engineering, I train on data science, and I train on data analytics. And this particular course, I'll be training you on data analytics. So I come from a very big domain. I would say I worked in almost all the domains. And in my 10 years of experience, I worked almost 80 projects, 80. So 80 projects I worked. So definitely I'll be sharing all of my knowledge here. So you can expect some real time use cases scenarios. 8:30 I joined this session. 8:28 I was completing my office meeting. That's about me. 8:28 I was in the office meeting and 8:30 I'm in the class. So you can expect 100% of real time scenarios. What I did 30 minutes back in my project, the same thing I'm going to explain here. I am not a born trainer and I am not a complete trainer here. I am just a mentor for you. So whatever I am doing in my projects, I'll be explaining here. That is where I can guarantee you. Okay. So with that, let's get into subject. So how many of you watched Pushpa 2? How many of you watched Pushpa 2? I did not watch. I just asked my friends what is the duration. They said 3 hours 15 minutes. Oh my god. Sitting in a theater for 3 hours 15 minutes, I'm sorry, it's not possible. So I'd never seen this movie. Anyone? Anyone?
Yes, Santosh.
Yes, we
We have
watched.
Yes,
watched.
Santosh.
Okay. How is the movie? All good?
No comment.
No comment, huh? You watched, right? You spent 3 hours, 3.5 hours you have spent. And if you have watched in some malls, if you take out all the time, parking time and traveling time, interval time, advertisements time, and if you take, you would have spent minimum 4 hours. So 4 hours you have spent on a movie. How is the movie review? Is it good?
Yeah, it is
Okay.
good.
Average. Average movie.
Average movie. Okay.
In Maharashtra, it is good.
In Maharashtra is good. Why? Same movie all over the across the globe, right? Why only in Maharashtra it's good?
I don't know why, but many good, we can say, reviews are getting here from Maharashtra.
Okay. I don't know, but I have not seen this movie. My KSR team has seen, but I personally don't like to watch movies. You ask me to speak for 4 hours, I can speak without a break. But you ask me to sit in the theater, I'm sorry, I'll lose all of my patience. Okay, now, if the same Pushpa movie was a book or a novel, will you read?
No.
Still no.
No. Actually, it's
No, no. If I ask you a question, how many of you here have read a book? It could be a novel, it could be a biography book, it could be any book. If I ask you, when did you read the last book? Can I say some 10 years back?
Yeah, almost 15, 12 years ago.
Almost 15. Okay.
Yeah.
When I was reading all of these books was when I was in engineering. After that, who reads books, right? And nowadays, all this generation guys, like they've lost patience, right? Now, if the same Pushpa movie, you can see the posters, right? You can see the trailer, you can see all of this. They actually make you such a way that you go and watch the movie, right? The trailer itself is like they'll make it so attractive, so you go watch a movie. If the same Pushpa 2 is actually a novel, let me tell you, not even a single person will have patience to read, right? You know what? The human brain, the human brain has now trained to understand only visuals. If you read a book, if you read a novel, it's very difficult to go and imagine the characters. If I ask you to tell the story of a Pushpa 2, everyone will tell. Whoever has watched, you will tell. The reason? All the characters, the place, the story, what happened at the interval, what happened after interval, everything you can tell. The reason? Everything is being captured in your visuals. And you know what? Our human brain is actually very attracted to visuals, right? If I switch off my PPT, if I go blank, and if I start telling about Power BI, in the next 5 minutes, everyone will sleep because you're not seeing the visuals, right? Your brain cannot process all the only audio files. It has to also visualize it. And that is where now, personally, if I say there is a movie and there is a novel, you would prefer to go with a movie. The same way, every single business, every single company, they don't want to see a raw data. They don't want to see some text files. Everyone wants to see a visual, right? Now, personally, I'll ask you one question here. So you don't like text, you like only visuals.
Yeah.
With that, we see a table here. We see a table here. This table gives you the quality of education provided over other countries. 100% India will not be there, right? The Indian education system is not at all good. I don't know who is watching from Indian government, but I can be very bold on this. The Indian education system is not at all good. The one which we learn in schools and colleges, trust me, we never use it in real time. Okay, we have experienced that. Everyone said, you focus on this, you focus on maths, you focus on science, you focus on this. Everyone, everything they will tell. But today, we are here with a very blank knowledge, right? So Indian education system is very down. So if you see, US, UK, Canada, and that's why everyone goes to US. Right, most of them will be traveling, especially this Andhra guys and Telangana guys. Right, most of them will be in US. The reason they say that quality of education is really good, right? And it is expected that India is not here. Now, if I ask you to memorize this table, what do you mean by memorize? You need to remember which is a top one, which
Figures.
is
Yeah.
a top second, which is a top three. If I ask you to memorize this, if I ask you to memorize this, or if I ask you to remember this, hardly you will take maybe 3 minutes, 4 minutes, right? But the same table, what if I show you in colors? What if I show you in visuals? Now, I don't know where are you from. You're from different parts of the world. but I can bet on this. Your brain is trying to see towards the right side of your screen. I can bet this. Because more than the table data, your brain is addicted or it is more focused on the visuals. Clearly, if I see that data, it is like a cake where you see the bigger piece goes to US. The same data I've been showing as a visual. And I am not preferring this. Entire companies, all the projects, all the clients, everyone need a visual like this. They need a visual like this. Oh, is it? So how can I do this visuals now? I have been given a table data. How can I do this visuals? Okay. Next question. Next question. You have a table here. You have a table here, right? So what is this table doing? This table is giving every month, January to December, we have sales, we have revenue. Okay. So I'll start a stopwatch now. I'll start a stopwatch now. Okay. The moment I start the stopwatch, I'll ask you 4 questions. Let's see how much time you have taken. Okay. Very simple. Very simple. Okay. The question is, which month has a second highest sales? Which month has a second lowest sales? Which month has a second highest profit? Which month has a second lowest profit? Come on. Your time starts now. Come on. What happened? I repeat my question.
Second highest
Which month has
March.
a second highest sales? Which month has a second lowest sales? Which month has a second highest profit? Which month has a second lowest profit? Come on. It's already 15 seconds done. Come on.
Second highest
Second
sale
highest sales
February.
March. Second lowest sales December. Second highest. Sorry.
Second highest
Come on, yaar.
sales.
Second
Very
highest is
simple question.
Feb.
February.
Second lowest is October or
Yeah.
May.
Second
Correct.
highest is February.
Okay. Second lowest is
October.
October and May both.
October and May. Okay. October and May. Okay. Profit, second highest, second lowest.
Second highest is in March.
March.
And second lowest is in December.
December.
No.
I guess. No, not December.
May.
It is
June.
May.
May, June,
May.
July, August, September, October, November, December.
May is the correct
November.
answer. May is correct answer.
yeah.
Okay. After all, just a simple question. You have taken 70 seconds. You have taken how much? 70 seconds, more than a minute. That also, one is saying October, one is saying May, one is saying March, one is saying July. What is this? What is this accuracy? Right? Now, there is a table here which is having month sales and we have the month revenue, right? Now, if I go and ask you this, you guys itself are getting confused. And you know what? The number which I've taken is a very simple number, which is below 200, 200 or maybe below 500, right? But the actual sales and actual revenue, if you see here, that's all. It'll be like a decimal difference. How will you identify, right? Now, the same table information, see here, how beautiful it is. You can easily identify which is second highest or which is second lowest. Let's focus on green color. The green color is sales. So this is our first highest. So this is a second highest. Okay. So lowest. This is a first lowest. This is a second lowest. Next that comes to blue color. Blue color. This is a second lowest, a second highest. And this is a second lowest. This is the first lowest. This is the second lowest. I answered in 10 seconds and you took 70 seconds. At least after 70 seconds, did you tell correctly? No. Confusion. Confusion. All mistakes. Now, what is happening in this visual? The same data which you're seeing on the table, I am able to visualize in a line chart. And you know what? You know what? Apart from this, the one more thing which you were not able to identify here, because when I asked you a question, which is the second highest, which is the second lowest, you guys were focusing only on that. But you know what? In the meanwhile, while I'm speaking and while I'm also talking about this top points, even I was also thinking multiple things. The sales and profit is higher in the start of the year. In the mid of the year, from April to September, the sales and revenue has become stable. There is a spike in the month of August, and towards the year end, the sales is low. I asked you a question and you answered only that question. But here, more than the answers, I am actually able to analyze more. Which month is giving the highest? Which month is giving the lowest? What is the trend? From which season to which season the highest sales? How the revenue is dropping? Everything I'm able to get here. Everything I'm able to get here. Now that's how the visuals are so powerful. That's how the visuals are so powerful, right? Now, with this, we have come across an example where we assume that visuals play a major role in our reporting, right? Can you please be on mute? Getting some noise from someone. Can you please be on mute? Thank you. Now, with this, visuals plays a major role, right? The next step is, let's analyze this one. Let's analyze this one. Okay. I don't know how many of you are iPhone users, how many of you are Samsung users, but there are different stores which is giving you sales. Okay. Now question to you. We have store 1, store 2, store 3. Okay, very simple. If I ask you in store 1, which phone is giving the highest sales? Or in the store 2, if I ask you which product, iPhone or a Samsung, is giving the highest sales? And if I ask you store 3, which is giving the highest sales? What you will do? You guys will open the calculator. Right? You guys will open the calculator and you guys will count it. Do you think I will have a patience to count it? But the same table, if I go and show it in this, it is clearly stating that the store 2 is making the highest sales. Now, this is a store level analysis. This is a store level analysis. If I go and do a drill down, maybe I'll get a product level analysis also. Whether Samsung is giving the highest sales or iPhone is giving the highest sales, I will get it. And the winner is Samsung. So within the same visual, within the same set of data where I have the product, where I have the store and I have the sales, I can show you a product level sales as well as a store level sales. Which store is making the highest sale? I can give you the answer in a minute, right? See, store 2. And within the phones, which phone is giving the highest sales or the total sales? If you see, Samsung. I personally don't like iPhone. That is why I've made it as a Samsung. See, within seconds, I'm able to analyze, right? You know Mahesh, right? Just before the class, he was talking to you all. Even you is using Power BI. Even you is using visualization. Why? He will use visualization for how many students have joined today's batch. How many students have got job in the previous batches? What is the job percentage of KSR? Right? Everything is actually doing a reporting because even he doesn't have patience. Even he doesn't have patience to go and count it. Everyone, every single person is actually requesting for visualization. Forget about everything, yeah. You have your kid, right? You have your kid, right? You ask them to count the numbers and you ask them to make and ask them to learn maths. Will they show interest? Or you'll make them to sit in front of the television for a cartoon channel. You will see the difference, right? You'll see the difference. So every company wants the data to be visualized so that they can make some decisions. Now, what iPhone will think by seeing this report? Oh, where did we go wrong? Ideally, we should have been on top. So how come Samsung been on the top? So let's start researching. Let's start seeing some updates. Let's think strategically and make our sales high. So that's what this iPhone will think. Who will have patience to go and count it? No one, including you, including me, no one will do it. So we have come to a conclusion that visuals play a major role in the analysis. With the help of visuals, easily you can predict it, you can find the trends, and you can visualize what is happening here, right? Well, before visualizing it, I will also have some challenges. What is the challenges? In front of you, there is a table which is having lot of data here, right? We have lot of data here, and by the reaction of that guy, you can see what reaction is sitting. You don't know what needs to be done. You don't know how to visualize this, and he's stuck.
Almost
This
gave
is,
up.
yeah, this is exactly you all people, and that is why you are in this class. You're frustrated with the work which you're currently doing, right? You're exactly the same person. What he's doing is you are the same person because you don't know what to do. You're not liking the work which has been given, and that is why he's confused and he don't know what technology to use. He don't know how to visualize it. As rightly said, he's almost given up, right? But what if I say you that? What if I say you that the same data which you're seeing on the screen, what if I show you like this? What if I show you like this? Right? And you know what? This report can be accessible on any device. You have a laptop, you can see. You have a mobile, you can see the report. You have a tablet, you can see the report. Wherever you are, you can see the report. The most important thing is you can even view it on your smartphone. This data, if I open it in my smartphone will hang. Where can I go and analyze this? Even if I want to count it, even if I want to see what type of sales has happened, how many students have got a job, I cannot even do it in this Excel. But if the same Excel is being converted into a report and that report is accessible through your phone, who will not create this? 2025, I'll ask you one question. Tell me one place where you don't take your smartphones.
Almost
2025,
everywhere.
2025, I'm asking you a question. Tell me one place where you don't take your smartphones.
Temples.
Library.
First, first answer should have been your washrooms and restrooms.
Yeah, I will
But,
stop my washroom,
but,
smartphone in washroom.
but, how many of you honestly tell me how many of you don't take your smartphones to your washrooms? Honestly, honest answer. What is this? Pin drop silence. So everyone is like culprits, huh? What is this? Well, jokes apart, the reports which you build on your data, let me tell you, it is accessible everywhere. And that is why every companies are trying to convert the data into reports. The reason why these reports are important because if I go and ask in this data set, what is a total volume category? What is a total sales, gender by sales? It's very hard. But if I go and see here, I can clearly know where there is a dip. How much is a volume? How much percentage is a market share? And how many purchases groups where there is a spike? All of this I can report it here. That's the beauty of visualization, right? Now, if you're looking at just a sample report, if you're looking at a sample report, right? Let me tell you, I'll show you certain things for you. Just give me a minute. I'll show you certain reports. This is a report that is built for Uber. I understand that everyone would have taken a ride in Ola and Uber, right?
Yeah.
Now, Uber, they need a report. What type of report? How many customers have taken the ride? How fast we have reached on time? How many are cancelled rides? How many are successful rides, right? How many drivers are there? What is the total revenue that is generated? What type of vehicle it is, right? What is a vehicle type? In a month, what is the revenue that is getting generated? Every single company in this world is actually working for money, including KSR. Maybe here in front of you, I'll talk with you as a mentor. But in the back end, we have to also generate revenue, right? No company in this world is working for free except your charities. Every single company, you take Amazon, you take Google, you take KSR Data Vision, every single company is here to make money, right? Now everyone has to see how much of revenue that we are generating. I cannot go and take an Excel sheet and count it. We are not in 1990s. We are in 2025. And now we really need these reports very badly. What is a rating? If a driver is being rated as 1.5 out of 5, will you take a ride? No, forget about it. KSR Data Vision. How many of you visited our website? If you see in our rating as 1.5, do you think you will sit in this class? So rating plays a major role. You're ordering something in Swiggy. You're ordering something in Zomato. You first see the review. You first see the ratings. And then you take a ride or you buy that product. What if I sell you that directly it is available here? How many are satisfied? How many are very satisfied? What are the top 5 locations where the ride was taken? Right? And which is the highest fare? What is the average minute? This is a one report. This is another report. And if you click this, it will go to the second page, third page. This is one report where you will see what type of vehicles, what are the top 5 locations, what is the average fare, right? And when from where to where the ride was taken. Guys who are in Bangalore will know this. KR Puram to Damlur, it was like 6.79 kilometers. And what is the fare? When was the ride taken? And this is a driver performance. This is a driver performance, right? Month by month, you can check it, right? And this is a which area the font size is bigger, right? The bigger the font size, you can judge it. Okay, the bigger the font size, that number of times they have taken the ride is more, right? So this is a report. This is again a Uber report, right? And let's say this report. See the ratings. What is the average rating of the drivers? What is the total number of users? How many rides have been completed? Which month has or which in a 24 hours time, which month or which sorry, this is a days 0 to 31 days, on which day we have the highest peak. That information you're getting. And early morning, late nights, midnight, midday, when the ride was taken, or what is the average price. And we see another report here, right? Now, what if I tell you all the reports which you're seeing on the screen, what if I tell you that this has been implemented without coding? Very simple, straightforward statement I'm telling you. All the 4 reports which you're seeing on the screen, our students have prepared without writing a single line of code. Without writing a single line of code. Without writing a single line of code, if I can go and visualize this report, What does the companies prefer? If I show this report to Uber, they'll be very happy. Hey, this is super because all the information is present here. And if the same thing, if I show you like a data, if I show them the Excel files, see, very simple. Okay, I'll show you this. Today, we have seen this ride, right? So top 5 rides. So if I want to figure out what is the top 5 rides, first of all, what I need to do, I need to go to the data. Okay, I'll show you the data first. Just give me a minute. I don't know where I kept the data. Okay, my bad, I'm not getting it. But if I go and show this data, I think one of the person has attached the data as well. See, this is the data which was shared with you. This is the data. This is a write data. This is a user data. This is a username. In this, where can I go and analyze? Where can I go and count it? It is practically difficult to go and analyze all of this. But if I show you as a report, that's where every clients will prefer. If tomorrow I can go and show to a Uber and say that, hey, if you want to know where is the total rights, you please count it. If he is counting, why they need our developers, right? So all the companies are preferring the reports, and that is what even we are preferring. In KSR also, there are developers who are building this report like this, who will track instead of the number of rides, instead of the number of drivers, in our case, number of trainers, number of students getting the job. That is analysis we'll be doing, right? So the takeaway from this 4 reports is all these reports are built by our students from the previous batches, and you need zero coding skills to do this. Zero coding skills. My cousin has been given an award. You know what was the award? The youngest BI developer. He is just 7 years old. He's just 7 years old. He does a report like this. You may ask me how. I am his mentor, and it is very, very easy. Everything is drag and drop. Today, everyone who has done this report, everything is drag and drop. Okay. I usually don't give promises. Okay. I usually don't give promises, but today I'll give you a promise. In the next 1 month, of course, when I say 1 month, when we actually start the course, in 1 month, I'll promise you that you will do a similar report where you will understand which chart I have to use, what type of colors, how this image is added, how these fonts are added. If I click this back button, it will go to this screen, how this has been added, how these graphs are coming, which chart to use, what type of report I need to build. In 30 days. How many? In 30 days, we will train you so that you can start building this report by yourself. And you know what? Without anyone's support, without anyone's help, every single person who's sitting in this class, I can make sure you learn this and you do this report without any support. How? Very easy. Drag and drop. What is there? But most of you who do this, I'm telling you upfront, you cannot get a job. You cannot get a job. The reason, whatever you're doing here, you should also understand what you have done, and you should be using right chart for right visuals. You have to use it for right data. So you cannot go with maybe I cannot go with a line chart here, or maybe I cannot go with a bar chart. Certain charts you have to use it based on some rules. And that is what I'll be training you here. Here in our course, I'll be explaining you what I've done for 10 years. In 10 years, 80 projects, whatever I've done, the same experience I'm going to share it with you. Which chart you have to use, what type of color combinations you have to use, how you have to present this to our clients. Every single topic we will be covering as part of this course, which will help you to secure a job. Okay, now I've been giving lot of explanation about this report. How did you do this? Right? Which is a tool that we have used here? How are we doing this report? Right? So in order to explain that, this is actually a Power BI report. This is actually a Power BI report. Now, how this Power BI report has to be built is, you cannot store the data in this Excel first. Right? So first we need to fix this. How long you can store this data in Excel? Very less, right? Maximum you can store 10 lakhs. After that, it's very difficult, right? So if you see here, this is the Excel data. This is the Excel data. So I cannot store this data in the Excel. It's very difficult. If I go and ask which who is the employee who has got the highest package, or maybe which who's got the highest salary, which department has got the highest salary, like how many employees are male, how many employees are female, it's very hard, right? I have to store in a place. Where will I store? You need to look at a place. I will not be able to store the data in Excel formats like this. I need a place. Where is that place? That is where I will have to store the data in a database. So the first topic that we will be learning as part of this course is, doing a report is fine, but where is the data first? Where is the data first? You need to go and get the data. Where do you get the data? Data is stored in a place called database. So imagine you're a chef. Imagine you're a chef. You like cooking, but you don't know which ingredients is there in which box, or you've never been to a kitchen. How will you cook? There's no point in calling yourself as a chef. A chef is a person who knows what quantity I need to put, where is it present, how much of things I have to add it. So which place it is, you need to know everything. So as a BI developer, doing this report, you can never become a BI developer. Hey, even I can do it better. Will I get a job? Definitely no. Where you'll get the data first? For that, you need to learn the data is coming from a place called database. Everywhere there is a place to store, right? The data is stored in a database. So database is what first we need to learn. So in this, data is stored. Multiple people are going and accessing it. You go and ask something in the Google is responding. You go and ask something in the chat GPT is responding. So everything is happening, all good, all set. But if you want to ask a database, you need to know one language. You need to know one language. Today, you talk to me in Telugu, I cannot understand. You talk to me in Hindi, I cannot understand. You talk to me in Kannada, maybe I can understand. You talk to me in Tamil, I can understand. You talk to me in English, of course, I can understand very well. So I have a own language, and you have to communicate to me in that language so that I can understand. So today, there is a database. Into a database, you have to talk. What you have to talk? Hey, can you give me this data? Can you give me this country's data? Can you give me this product's data? I need to talk to them. You cannot talk in English. You have to talk to database in one specific language. What is that language? It's SQL. It's SQL. Only with this language you can go and talk to a database. What is this language? This language is structured query language. With this, you can go and communicate to a database. You can go and talk to a database. You can go and talk, hey, can you give me this record? Can you give me this top of records? I want to do a report. I want a ride information. I want the Uber data information. I want the driver's information. I want the rider's information. You have to talk. You have to talk. but you cannot talk in English. You have to talk to a database in the language it knows. What is that one language? It is SQL. So you have to learn this so that you rightly pick up this data for reporting. If I want to do this report, I want to pull the right data. So that is where you will be learning SQL. So SQL will be our first topic because you cannot store all the data in the Excel. Excel comes with a very limited storage. I cannot store all the data in Excel. I have to find a way where I have to go and store it. So that is where your first subject that you're going to learn will be SQL. So in this course, the first thing that you'll be learning will be SQL. When you don't know where to pull the data, how to work with data, then you cannot do this. You cannot do this, right? So the first thing is you have to learn a language. What is that language? SQL. Now, the moment I say SQL, people are like, oh, what is this? You said no coding. Of course, it's no coding, but with the tool, you cannot get a job. We are in India, right? We are in this competitive world. Every year, there is lakhs of students who are getting passed off as engineering. You know the pain of getting a job. Only with Power BI, please don't expect offer. If you have joined this course, okay, hey, we can do a Power BI report and we can get a job. If you are coming with this mindset, I'll tell you very openly, please don't join this course because with only Power BI, you cannot become a IT person. Just like you are a chef, you know cooking, but you don't know where is what. You don't know nothing. Only you will know to cook. You cannot survive. You cannot survive. You have to know everything. So first thing is, let's see how to pull the data from the database. First, we will learn that. Then we will focus on reporting. What is reporting? Nothing. Nothing. See, I'll tell you, I'm a best cook. You know what? I see YouTube. In YouTube, I see all the quantities that I need to add and I can cook. What is there? It's not a big deal. But how much we have to add, where it is present, that is important. If you don't differentiate between salt and sugar, then it's gone. It's gone. So you need to know where exactly what is stored. In which table, in which container, what ingredient in the store, that you need to know. Similarly, in which table, what record is stored, that you need to know. For that, you have to learn one language. What is that language? It is SQL, right? So once we learn SQL, then we'll think about reporting. So we are going to learn this first. So the first 20 days, and it is almost like 25 hours of your syllabus will be on only on this. Okay, so this is our first topic. Next followed by, so this is a report that we will be building. If you are working as a HR, how many employees are there, how many male employees, how many female employees, and like what is the growth of the company and which department has the highest people, everything you can do. The same thing is what Mahesh is doing. How many male students, how many female students, who is getting offer, what is the highest offer, which state is getting the highest offer. So this is what he's doing. Instead of HR report, maybe in the next 2, 3 classes, I can even show you a KSR report, what we have done. We are also using a reporting, right? So once we do the data, and nowadays data is everywhere. Nowadays data is everywhere. Without data, it's nothing. It's nothing. Every single company, every single project have a data. Okay. See, I'll tell you one thing. I'm working in Microsoft. Okay. And very good position. Okay, very good position. I'll give an open challenge to you. Tell me one application in this world. Tell me one domain in this world. Tell me one project in this world. Anyone. Okay, among these three, anyone. Tell me any one project where data is not involved. Right away in front of you, I'll resign my job. Anyone? Open challenge. Tell me one project, one company one application where data is not involved in front of you, I'll resign. Anyone? Open challenge. Or I'll give you a blank check. In front of you, I'll give a blank check if you can tell me an application without data. Do we have it?
No.
No.
So people who are thinking,
No.
oh, will this domain fall? This is a proof. Data scientists, data engineers, and data scientists, all the three roles will always be in demand. But knowing only one tool may not help you. We have to know multiple skills. Companies are demanding multiple skills. So we will learn data first, we will learn SQL first, and then we will do that reporting. Okay, now, okay, I've learned it, but what's next? Imagine this is a data now. You're saying learn about data, learn about data, learn about data. Okay, this is a data now. This data is now difficult to understand because we have already seen in the start of the class, it's very hard for us to visualize this, right? I cannot go and read a table. So what I'm doing, I have a sales and profit. I have taken two countries, US and UK. But if I go and see here, I'm getting how many bars? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do we have 7 countries?
No, only two.
No.
But there is some mistake here. What is the mistake? What is the mistake in this data?
Uppercase and lowercase of it. Name of the country, somewhere it is showing US, USA.
Left side is
Small the
of the
country
country.
is
Small
not
letter,
clean.
capital letter.
We have only two countries, US and UK.
Issue with the
But
text. Issue with the text.
yeah,
No.
the issue is with the name of the country, right? Now I've told you, please go and do reporting. If you go and do this reporting, you will be thrown out of the company. You know why? You know why? If you go and do this chart now in the real time, you will be thrown out of the company. Why?
They will get confused.
It is
First, I
common
need to
sense
understand
that
the
It's
it is
incorrect.
common sense that only two countries is there. Whether you take US or USA, both are same. You take a small letter or capital letter, it is same. And this is all UK. So ideally, it's the same name only. You don't have something called capital USA and small USA, nothing. But if you're focusing only on the reporting, this is not the right role. You should also judge the data set. This data set is not clean. First, you need to clean the data. How do you clean the data? I know this is one country, this is one country. So I will clean the data like this. This one, first I'll convert it into this table format where I have a US and UK. Then I will report it. Now, this is what is required from you. Please don't think that my role is only to do report, 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 report. First, you have to clean the data. First, you have to clean the data. Directly, you will never go for cooking. First, you will wash your vessels, you will wash your vegetables. First, you will clean up, you will cut it, and then only you will cook it. Okay, it's not like everything you'll put it into a cooker and start cooking. No, first you need to clean the data. Who will clean the data? You should clean the data. It is your kitchen, you are cooking food, you have to clean first. So don't think that only reporting is what is going to fulfill your requirements. First, you need to clean the data. Now, don't worry. Hey, I have to learn cleaning or what? No, someone is there to help you. But small cleaning you have to do. Who is going to help you completely? For you as a data analyst, your best friend will not be your school friend, will not be your college friend, will not be your crush, will not be your life partner. Your best friend will be data engineers. For you as a data analyst, your best friend will be data engineers because those are the guys who help you in pointing to the right data and they will help you in cleaning the data. Your work is to do reporting, your work is to do this, but at least you should be able to judge. A friend means you cannot listen directly everything. If a friend is doing wrong, you should guide him. So I'm not expecting you to completely clean the data. At least the basic level cleaning, you do it. That is what is a role of a data analyst. So what is the role of a data analyst? As a data analyst, I'll go back to the screen one. What is your first role? As a data analyst, your first role will be reporting. But only reporting will not work. You should also involve in data cleaning. Without this, you cannot do a reporting. But is it enough? No. You should also know where to pull the data. So data gathering. So for data gathering, we have to learn one language. We will learn that as well. So data analysts don't think that someone would have pushed you to this batch saying that, hey, you learn Power BI, you will get a job. I will never say that. If you know only Power BI, you will never get job. Even if you're losing students, even if I'm losing revenue, even if KSR is not getting students, that's not our problem. I'll tell you very openly, only with Power BI, if you're thinking that I will get job, please don't join here. You have to learn multiple things. As of now, the two things is, one is SQL, one is Power BI, which we are doing for reporting. Okay, so data gathering, data cleaning, and reporting is what we are going to do. Okay, fine. So let's come back to that. Okay, now we have done the data cleaning. Okay, now next question. One more example I'll give you. Okay, one more example I'll give you. KSR Data Vision is hiring trainers. Okay, anyone wants to apply? There is an offer which KSR is giving, and KSR is hiring trainers. Anyone wants to apply? Like, you need to teach, that's it. What I'm doing now, you have to teach. In any role, in any skill. You know Java, you come and teach Java. You know Python, you come and teach Python. You know testing, you come and teach Python. Whatever you know, you come and teach. Or you know that, okay, I'm a 10th standard max expert. I know maths, I can come and teach. Anyone can come. Okay. What is the eligibility? I'll tell you. We don't need any degree. We don't need any background. Okay. No background. We don't look at any certificates. Okay. We don't care anything. We just need you to train. Anyone willing to apply for this? No degree, no background, you have a career gap, that's all fine. Anyone wants to get this job? Anyone? What is this? I'm giving you offer. Okay, let me give you salary also. 2 lakhs per month. Anyone?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, interest.
Yeah, I would
Interested?
like to change. Yes.
No degree, no background, no certificate. We don't care about you, but you need come and teach. Is a job description good? Yes?
Good, but we need talent.
You need talent. As if I have talent. I'm just teaching here. What else I have? Anyone?
Talent.
Okay. Only one rule is there. Okay. Only one rule. And in fact, I forgot to mention, no interview also. No interview. We don't need your resume also. No resume, no interview. We don't care anything. We no certificates, no background, no degree. We will still hire you. Provided, if you want to become a KSR Data Visions trainer, only one thing is, I will bring 2 people to the class. you need to teach them. Okay, provided they understand what you're speaking. Any topic, you take any topic, you come to our class, we will bring only 2 people to the class, and if you're able to convince them 100%, you'll get a job, 2 lakhs per month. And you know what? The 2 guys whom I'll bring to the class will be, one will be 5-year-old kid, and one more will be 60-year-old person. If you can convince these 2 people, for sure you'll get a job in KSR as a trainer. Now tell me, why does KSR has come with this type of rule? We have to make sure we understand a 5-year-old kid. We also make sure that a 60-year-old person understands. Both will be in the same class. Both should concentrate what you're saying. Both should not sleep. Both should be active. Both should understand what you're saying, and they should be able to repeat it. 1 hour completely, they need to focus on what you're saying. That is a eligibility. Now you tell me, why this type of eligibility?
The class should be engaging and everyone
No,
get to know.
no, that's not the case. The simple logic what KSR is actually believing is, if you can teach 5-year-old kid and you can teach a 60-year-old person, if these 2 guys understands what you're speaking, anyone between this age will understand. Logically, am I correct?
Yes.
Logically, am I correct?
Yes.
If you can convince a 5-year-old person with your teaching, if you can convince a 60-year-old person in teaching, that means between these years, anyone you can convince. Is there anyone outside this age? Less than 5 years, greater than 60 years? Anyone? Anyone?
No.
No. No. That is how KSR is hiring. Now today, if you don't understand what I'm teaching, then please don't blame me. Because KSR has hired me because I was able to convince 5-year-old person, 60-year-old person. So tomorrow, if you continue all the classes, if you don't understand any topic which is taught by Santosh, then the fault is from my end or your end?
Our end.
Our end.
Correct.
Well, with that, I'll have to give you one more example now. Imagine KSR is hiring a new trainer. KSR is hiring a new trainer. Okay. So we have hired a new trainer here. So new trainers hired in KSR, we see that student performance have changed. For example, John percentage has increased by 15%. For example, initially he was scoring 10 marks. Now he's scoring 15 marks. Let's say Julie and Carol are also have a good performance too with an increase of 6%. Let's say they have 60 marks. Now they have increased to somewhere like 66%, something. And let's say this person, let's say Tom. So Tom initially was scoring 80. Now he's scoring 90 because the 10% is increased. So we can see this person has increased his performance. These are all students. These are all the students. So students' performance increased by 15%, 11%, 6%, 6%, and 12%, right? Now we have hired a trainer. We have hired a trainer. Now with this results, I'm asking you one question. Is a trainer good? Is a trainer good?
No.
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 Yes.
I am asking you, is a trainer good? Because we can see the performance have changed. From 10 he is scoring 15, from 60 he is scoring 66. Like this, he has scored 15%, 11%, 6%, 6%, 12%. 5 people, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 people out of 6 people have performed well. Now question is very simple. Is this trainer well suited for KSR? Question is simple.
Yes.
Yes. Everyone agree?
Yes.
Everyone agree? But We'll go
No.
and see the proof. We'll go and see the proof. I will see what is the average performance of this trainer. What is the average performance of this trainer? How do you calculate average? The average performance is 15% plus 10% plus 6% plus 6% plus 12%, and this guy did not perform. I don't know why. So Sam did not perform, so it is minus 56. If I divide all of this, the percentage of the trainer is -1. So the average performance went down. So the trainer is not effective. Do you agree?
Yes.
Do you agree? This
Yes.
trainer is not at all good. Do you agree?
No.
Why? The average performance is actually dropped down by 1%. Then
So
there
here,
is,
so here we are using mean. Instead of that, we should use the mode.
forget
Sorry,
about
median.
mean, modium and all. I've seen the performance of the trainer is dropped down. That means this trainer is not good. Can we hire this trainer or not? That's the question for you.
Yes.
We can hire because most of the people are performance increased.
But average has gone down, right? See here.
But that one person is not
No,
able to afford
no need
from
to
his side.
no need to hire
Maybe that
because
person is not taking much
uh,
interest. That's why he's not securing much marks.
need trainer not need to hire because the fault is the only one person, Sam, because all the students teach by one teacher, and among them one is a less now minus 56.
Okay.
Lack of
So,
his efforts.
Sam has a
that is
problem.
also.
He's not getting or study very well.
Okay. If you're all thinking this trainer is not good, just because the average performance has gone down, just because the average performance gone down, if you're all thinking this way, let me tell you, the decision what you have taken is very, very wrong. Because the trainer was so effective, because out of 6 people, 5 people have had a very, very good performance. They have a very, very good performance, but just because of this one person, I cannot throw this trainer out. Yes, I have taken the average. I have taken the average, but you should be in a position to decide what is happening. Just because of one person on that particular day, on that exam day, maybe on that offer day, Sam was well, not well. Maybe he had a headache. Maybe he's not well. That is the reason he did not perform well. But if I exclude Sam, you can see the trainer percent is average percent of the trainer is increased by 10%. So the trainer whom we have hired is very, very good. Very good trainer. The reason? Just because of one person, I cannot take a decision. Even though I have taken an average, average with Sam was a different results. Average without Sam was a different results. Now you should be in a position to give some suggestions, ideas, and thoughts. Directly don't go and believe the data. I know there's something wrong with Sam. I know there's something wrong with that particular data. Everyone has performed nearly 15%, 11%, 6%, but this guy performed minus 56%. That means half of his performance has gone. Why? There could be some issue. Maybe he was not well. Maybe he was having cold. Maybe he was not able to perform the interview. Because of Sam, how can you blame the trainer? Because of Sam, how can you blame the trainer? In 2021, I took a batch in March. I still remember that batch. Okay. 2021, I took a batch in March. It's exactly the COVID time. Exactly the COVID time. Okay. In this batch, we had around 75 people. I completed somewhere in September. Not even a single person got offer. Not even a single person got offer. Ideally, KSR should throw me out of the company. Why they didn't do? Why they didn't do? I have not got a single job, single offer in the 75 people. Why KSR is still keeping me?
Because there was a pandemic, that's why.
There was a pandemic. There was an external factor. So just because if KSR has thrown me out of that, maybe I would have also lost a job, right? But here external factor is considered. Similarly, due to some external factor, maybe he did not perform. How can you throw this trainer out? Because we have seen that without Sam, the performance of the trainer is very, very good. Average 10% everyone has improved. So I have to be very careful in making decisions. I have to correct the data. I have to judge the data. Who is having a mistake? Like without him, what is happening? With considering him, what is happening? What was wrong with Sam? That type of deep analysis you need to have it. So never ever just go with the assumptions. Always go with proof. Always go with proof. So evidence and the proof is what you need to have it. Never go with assumptions. Initially, when I asked, everyone said, okay, you drop the trainer. But if I go and do a deep dive, that is where I got to know that the guy had some issue. Because of that, the overall performance went down. But without that Sam, maybe he was not well, right? It's not a trainer's fault. It's that guy's fault. So always you get any data, you always go with evidence and proof. Without evidence, without proof, don't ever believe anything. Today I can tell you, hey, I will get you a job for everyone, but don't believe. Don't believe. Have a proof or go and find it out. Find the evidence and then you believe it. So never go with assumptions. Okay. So with all this introduction, let's see what is Power BI. Let us see what is Power BI. Well, as and then before even I was talking about Power BI, first you need to understand the data. So we are going to talk to a database. We need to understand SQL. Then we will be doing a reporting. For doing a reporting, we need a tool. So today I have shown you a couple of examples in this reports. Report number one, report number one, report number two, report number three, and report number four. Today all these reports is implemented with a tool called Power BI. Now what is this Power BI? Power BI is one tool because I was actually told to clean the data. I was actually told to analyze the data. I was actually told to put some charts over the data. Maybe this is a column chart, maybe this is a line chart. Everything I have to do. For everything, I cannot learn three tools. I'm not here to learn three tools. Let's learn one tool. Which is that tool? Power BI. With the help of the Power BI, I can do the reporting. I can do the data cleaning. I can go and analyze the data. In fact, this is a tool which can do everything for you. This is a tool which can do everything for you. And that is why we are here. Okay, so we will talk about Power BI in detail. We'll talk about Power BI in detail, but we will talk about this tomorrow. So we'll stop for here. Day one, which I've given you introduction to our analytics. I have told you what is required from the company and what you will be doing at this point of time. You will be involved in reporting, data cleaning, and data gathering. What if I say that all this you can do with Power BI? Wow, there is a tool which can help us. So we'll see what is this Power BI in detail in the next class. So tomorrow I'll be talking to you about Power BI. Then we have some blocks, or I would say some faults in Power BI also. How can we fix that in the cloud? We'll see that. And later I will be telling about the course. So we'll stop for today. We'll continue tomorrow. And before I end the class, I would like to answer all of your questions. So please ask your questions, relevant questions to today's session. I can help you. Anything on the course, fees, job, who can join, all of this, you can ask me tomorrow. But subject wise, if you have any questions, please ask.
Yeah, hi Santosh.
Yeah.
Myself, Kiran Kumar. So, how will automation impact the future of Power BI and usage data analytics? Is there any
Sorry,
impact
what?
creating? Automation impacts the future. How will automation impact the future of Power BI and its usage of data analytics? Is there any impact creation of Power BI tool?
Impact of Power BI.
Yes, sir. If automation, if everywhere in automation, right? So, is there any impact of
See, automation in the sense, okay, I've shown you one example, right? I've shown you one example.
yeah.
The example was this one. Where is that? Yeah, this one, right? This decision,
Yes.
do you think computer can make this decision? It will only tell that because of Sam, it was not performing. But who can make a decision, right? It is human.
Yeah.
Even though
Yes.
there are automated tools, artificial intelligence is there, chat GPT is there, right? Imagine there are many tools, but who has to go and do the report? It's you. If AI is actually replacing, you tell me why this reports I did not build through AI? I could have built this to chat GPT, right? I could have built this to AI tools, right? Why I did not do? Because human understand the business well. Human understand the business well. Today, all over the world, we are actually having a robots, right? We have a artificial intelligence robots. A surgery can be made by a robo, but why still a doctor is doing? Doctor will understand the emotions. Doctor will understand what situation is. Doctor will understand what critical situation is. Right? He will check, he will monitor everything. But as robots, it is only trained. It is only machine. It can go wrong. So even though a lot of artificial intelligence tool comes into picture, a guy has to understand the business. Your brain is important than the machines. Your brain is what is invented the machines. Today you're telling artificial intelligence, you're telling automation, you're telling everything. But who built this? It's human brain. There is no one can replace human brain.
Understood.
There are certain works, for example, data copy, data movement. There are certain works which is actually getting replaced. A lot of testing jobs has been replaced. But if you are working in data related subjects, never ever feel worry about all these AI tools.
Okay. Yeah. Understood. Thank you, Santosh.
Hi Santosh.
Yeah.
Ojas this side. So as you have mentioned that we were using the Excel data. So is there any specific limit that we can store in Excel?
In Excel, we can store only maximum of 10 lakhs.
10 lakhs rows or field?
10 lakh rows.
Okay.
After that, your systems will got hang and you cannot analyze, you cannot do anything. And that is why we're going with a Power BI. In Power BI, we'll see how much it can handle tomorrow.
Okay. Thanks, Santosh.
Yeah, hi Santosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, like how many data sources we are using here?
In this example or like in general?
When we go live after the 5 classes, then how many data sources we are using?
We will be working with almost 10 to 12 data sources. Excel
Okay.
files, CSV files, flat files, on-premises, SQL Server, MySQL, cloud, everything I'll be showing. That's what I'm saying, right? I'm not a trainer, I'm a mentor here. So whatever I do in the projects, I'll explain here. In my real projects, whatever I'm doing, the same thing I'll explain here.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Any questions?
Hi, sir.
Hi,
Yeah.
sir.
I am pursuing my final year, and I'm first time to studying this, and it's all the basics will cover the topics
You
of
have
data analytics.
you have any cousin who is 5th standard, 6th standard, you can bring him also to the class. I'll make him understand. That's the confidence I can give you. Everything from basics. Everything from basics. You sit in the
From
class
basics.
knowing nothing, I'll make you understand.
Okay, sir. I have a doubt that all the basics are covered, or whether we need the
Everything.
basics and.
Everything I'll cover here. You don't need to know anything. I'll teach you here.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir, when the courses started, whether this month alone the courses are
The
continuously
courses the course is started today. Okay. From today, the course starts exactly 100th day. You will become a data analyst. Today is day 1. So 1 day is completed. Another 99 days, you sit in the class, you will become a data analyst.
Okay, sir. And after 100 days, another batch is opened. Whether
Why you
for
want
my
another batch?
juniors.
This batch, junior, this is for everyone. You junior, senior, you be a CEO of the company, you're a fresher, anyone who can attend this course.
If my friends want to join another batch, so only,
Yeah.
sir, ask me.
Okay,
Next batch.
if your friends wants to join, let them join. We have a different batches, we have different trainers, so you can ask them to attend the first 5 days as a free session. Let them understand, then take a call. For this batch, it is started today. For the next 100 days, this will be the timings, and this will be the Power BI batch, which the classes will be from Monday to Friday, same time.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Santosh, I have two questions.
Mention that
batch starts
Yeah, so
January 19th.
Sorry, batch
Starts January 19th.
January 19th.
I was
Which
told
means
that. Yeah.
no, it is January 9th, not 19th.
That's timing.
Today it has started, right? From today we will be continuing to learn. For the 5 days it will be free. After that you will be learning for another 95 days. It is going to be paid.
Sir, when will be recordings will be available in this?
Now if I disconnect it, in the next 1 hour recordings will be there.
Okay,
Every single class recordings will be there, including the questions that the students will ask, right? Even that I will record it. So everything I will be available in the next 1 hour.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Santosh, I have two questions actually. So first one is due to circumstances of my family, I couldn't get actually good education, or I would say good schooling. I have completed my 10th and 12th from Madhya Pradesh Board MP Board. So I am not at all good at statistics and probability, like mean, mode, median, and that we were actually discussing, right? While you actually gave the example of like whether trainer is good or whether trainer is bad, right? So will I be able to basically uh, good
See,
to enroll in this batch
yeah.
because I
See,
don't know like
first of all, statistics I've never used. It's just a simple average. Okay. And in fact, whatever is required, I'll teach from beginning. Okay. There is no need to have a formal education also, but I am not expecting a formal education, but companies will expect at least a basic degree. So you take care of that degree part. If you still have a concern, you can talk to our like expert Mahesh. He will guide you. Education part, you can talk to him, but knowledge wise, even if you have a zero knowledge, even if you don't know anything in maths, even if you don't know anything in statistics, even if you don't know how to operate your computers, I can help you here. The way I teach,
understood.
everything will be practical. Day 1, day 2, you can see me talking with PPTs, and after day 3, everything will be practicals.
Understood. Like, so yeah, I am holding a bachelor's degree. That's fine. And
Yeah.
second question is, Santosh, that like, see, I'm coming from a non-technical, in fact, background when it comes to my, professional work experience and my, educational background, right? I did BBA. So like today, we actually interacted with you very first time, and you actually, explained things in very, very easy to understand, or I would say, you know, simple language, like layman terms, right? So will you be able to teach us throughout the course in very simple easy to understand or layman terms, or I would say language like that, wherein we are coming from, let's say, non-technical background, then we are also able to understand, or like how the flow
Okay.
will be. Yeah.
Okay. This is my 4th batch of the day. Okay. This is
Okay.
my 4th batch of the day. Morning I've taken 3, and now I'm taking the 4th one. In between, I have worked for 9 hours for an office. 8:28 I was in the office meeting, and 8:30 I'm in the class. And it is night 10 o'clock. I started my day in the morning 5:30. Have you ever seen my energy getting dropped?
No, actually, just I asked you because you
Yeah,
might be
same
having some
way.
set of
See,
expectation from us as a
yeah,
a
that's what I'm
student
saying,
of
right? That is what I'm
KSR
saying,
or
right? The day
yeah.
1, what I'm covering, the day 1, what I'm teaching, you will see the same explanation even on the 100th day. But
Yeah.
the expectations, but what I will have on you is, I will be torturing you by giving assignments. I will be torturing you by giving homeworks. You have to do this.
Yeah,
That
that's
is
good.
a
I mean,
that
that
is the only torture we do.
okay. Understood. And
You should
Santosh, when
feel
it
the
comes to
heat.
the
You should feel the heat. Oh, tomorrow there is a class. I have to do the assignment. They will ask in the class. So that type of pressure we will put on you.
yeah, that's the best thing. I mean, I would say for everyone out here, in this class. And last thing is that, right, regarding the projects, right, real life projects actually, upon which we would be actually working, right. So, we can expect the support from you in real life projects also whenever we feel stuck somewhere or totally,
See, the after this course completion, you will be completely eligible to apply for the IT roles. Okay, you will never face any challenges. There is no history in KSR if someone has come back to us saying that we are not able to work in the real time. There is no history. Whoever has learned from us have got settled well in most of the good companies and good projects. But provided you should do the homework. For example, what I've done in 10 months, I mean 10 years, I cannot completely explain the 10 years, right? So I'll be explaining in 5 months. In that 5 months, I will have to give you, I have to train you, I have to give some assignments, I'll help you to troubleshoot it. So everything we will do. Real time, you will never face any challenges, that I am guaranteed. But even if you are getting it, you can always reach out to us. Once you get registered, you will be added to a community group, you will be added to a WhatsApp group. I will be there, you will be there, mentors will be there, all the passed out students will be there, all the experts will be there. Any question, any concern you have, just take a snapshot, send it in the group, anyone will help. If no one is helping, I will respond it. So that's the support you will get it after course. During the course, you can always ask me in the class. Last 15-20 minutes, I'll always give the open questions. You can start asking your questions. I'll be there to answer you. All this I can do.
okay. So basically, you guys will be basically helping us out in order to complete the projects.
Yes.
Whatever will be given to us by you, right? I mean, during the program and after what when we will start, working any organization, right? So at that point of time, also, if we come up with any, queries or concern,
Yeah,
let's
you
say
can
we are
ask,
feeling
you can
stuck.
reach
So
out to us, you can set up some meeting with us, and most importantly, we'll also help you give ideas. I cannot work behalf of you, but I can give ideas. That help you will get it.
understood. Thank you.
Next question, please.
Hello, Santosh sir.
Yeah.
My name is Ritu. I first of all I want to thank you. I've watched so many of your videos on YouTube, and that's why I joined KSR. And I am already working currently. I'm in Canada, and I'm already working as a business intelligence reporting analyst. So my question is, I have few invoices, which around 50 invoices, which I get every month, and I want to automate it. Right now, what I was doing was I was bringing them into Power BI, using Power Query. I was recording the steps, and then I would just update the source. And is this the best way to do it, or we should use VB or something, or Power Automate can be used?
See, for this, Power Automate could be used since you're getting some invoices. Others, please ignore. This is some relevant, not relevant topic here. This is a different tool. So others, please ignore. But to answer your question, if you want to automate something, apart from Power BI, there is another tool called Power Automate. So with that automation, you can automate it. Any new file comes in, directly the database will get updated. The reports will get refreshed. So automatically all this can be done. I'll not be covering that topic here because this topic will be completely on data analytics. But what you're looking is another course where we learn most of automations. We call that as a Power Platform Developer. So there we teach all of this, how to automate the invoices, how to collect this information, how to store it in a database, how it should be triggered, how that can be converted into a report, how the real-time reports can be generated. Everything will be covered, but it's a different course.
Yeah, yes, sir. I looked into that too. I watched few videos on the YouTube over Power Automate, how invoices can help us extract the data. But my problem was that it's an Excel invoices. We need just two columns from, and it can have around sometimes 1,200 rows, which I need. It's not the regular invoice where you just have 2-3 rows. These are proper tables out of which I just need two columns. Will Power Automate still help?
Yes, it will do. I mean, we have done a similar use case in the Power Automate, the one which you're saying, right? The same thing I have done. So what you can do is, if you really want some help, please mail us. I can help you. Okay, go to contact us and you can see a supported data vision, right? In this email, you properly mention what is your requirement and what needs to be done. We will help you. We have done this lot of use cases. Maybe this is out of our topic, right? So you can mail us in detail and I will respond to you.
Yeah, so thank you so much. I'm currently working on automating this report. When can I get your time? I'll just
Just
email you.
drop an email. Just drop an email today. The next 2 days I'll respond. Over the weekend I can respond to you.
All right. Thank you so much.
Hi, Santosh.
Any other
I have a
question?
question.
Yeah.
Santosh, I would just wanted to confirm if Python will be covered because it was said optional. So could you
See,
give more
Python,
information?
if you are learning SQL, Power BI, and if you're learning Fabric and Azure, it's good enough. But if you feel like you want more opportunities where you want to explore, and if you have a coding interest, then you can learn Python with the additional subscription, and you can get Python as an optional. It's not a mandatory to get job, but if you have it, maybe you can get some good opportunities. But that is, guys, only if you are ready to learn coding. If you feel like, no, I don't want to learn coding, I want to only settle with this non-coding tools, as I said, it's optional, not a mandatory thing.
Got it, Santosh. Thank you.
And Santosh, what about Excel?
Excel, you will get it. You will get some recordings. I will not teach Excel. I'll be teaching
Okay.
only SQL, Power BI, Azure, and Fabric. But if you want any others, everything recordings will be given.
Got it.
Santosh, all classes will be conducted by you, right? For
Yeah.
100 days.
Yes. All 100
And
days I'll take.
another
For
thing,
all the
so
4 tools, right?
All the 4 tools, yes. In between Saturday and Sundays, there'll be some guest lectures. Like technically, I'll teach. Like in order to improve your communication, and if you want to improve your soft skills, we have agile classes. We have some workshops. So all this will be taken on the weekend. It will be from different lectures, but again, it all comes for free for you, so you can openly attend. But all the 100 classes on the data analytics for this particular batch, it will be me.
Okay, so there's gonna be total 100 classes, right? For
Yes.
the data analytics.
Yeah. Today is one day done. Another 99% is pending.
Understood.
and another thing, Santosh, do we having a hands-on in classes or we have to do it in like homework?
I will be teaching here, and you have to do it before coming to the next class. That is expectation. If I'm teaching in class with everyone is doing, it may not work. So I'll be teaching in the flow, 1.5 hours. I'll be completely teaching. Then I'll allow you to do. The recordings will be there, so you will be able to replicate. You will be allowed to see again, and then you'll be able to repeat it. So the expectations is you have to do by yourself after the class.
What would be the average time to do that much homework?
1 hour. 1 hour. What I do, you have to spend 1 hour in the class.
Okay. Thank you.
Daily basis, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and will we be getting any sort of digital notes or something like that, like whatever you will?
I am here to do only with practicals, right? So
Correct.
everything will be practical. So there is no point in giving notes. Everything you have to do.
Understood. I mean, yeah, so whatever actually you explain, I mean, what exactly SQL is. So basically it is a language that is used to, communicate with the database. So even this thing we need to basically note ourselves down, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Hello, Santosh sir. This
Yeah.
side Nekta. I'm worked as a programmer in colleges only. Up to now, I don't do any job in IT side. So my friend suggests Power BI in KSR to join from IT. I don't know at least project name also. I don't know anything in IT. So and that reports I can after 100 days I can do reports on my own. Like that I'm getting tense and doubts. Like
See, Don't get fear. That's the first thing which is actually spoiling all of you. So don't get fear. We are here to help you. There are a lot of YouTube videos, there are a lot of courses, but everything will be with very high level. But here we will be teaching from scratch, right? Even a guy who knows everything joins the course. The way we teach everything will be from zero. So assuming that no one knows anything, that's how we teach here. So you can blindly test. Okay, there is lot of guys who have been into a TV channel, media, like running a business. Everyone has got into this role. So nothing is impossible here. What you need to put is your efforts. We are there to push you. We are there to guide you. But the only thing is you have to listen to me. If you listen to me, if you're doing the homeworks, if you're doing the assignments, forget about 100 days. In the next 30 days, you will do the report. I've already promised you that once you learn this, once you start doing this, the way we teach, you will get that interest and you will do the reporting, right? Just keep all that aside. Okay, I'm fear of getting job, I'm fear of attending interviews. You go with the flow. Don't look at the end results. Every single day you practice, you learn. Automatically, you will be pushed into the success line. So don't think too much. First of all, bring that fear out of it. There are a lot of guys who don't know anything and who have got settled in career with this particular role. So blindly trust, practice. I'm not saying 100% I'll get you a job. 100% I will give my efforts. I'll give all the things that is possible from me, but 200% you have to put efforts.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Hello.
Yeah.
Sir, I'm currently working on Power BI in IT company.
Mm.
And while doing the course, if I faced a personal problems, can you help me at that time regarding
First,
Power BI?
yeah, as I said, you can mail it, and we will respond to you.
Okay,
Because
thank
it's
you,
a
sir.
company data and will not be able to share it, right? And will also not in be position to record that. So you can mail us and we will help you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, hi Santosh, I'm Swathi.
Hmm.
Actually, I have a little knowledge about the Power BI and ADF, but I don't know much flow on that. But how can you going to cover the Power BI and ADF integration and is
Yes.
it going to cover the Power Automate also?
Power Automate will not be part of this course, but we can help you with some old batch recordings. As part of this course, SQL Power BI integration, then Power BI with Azure integration, and then Azure, then Fabric integration. All of this we will be learning. But specifically, if you're looking for Power Automate, don't worry, we can give you that as well.
So is it going to cover all the data flows and everything? It is right, connecting the
Yes.
Gen 1. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, how depth technical I can expect from this course, because I'm eagerly looking at medium to higher level of the technical depth. So is it going
Okay.
to cover in this
See,
class?
Power BI was launched in 2014. Okay, so it has 2015. So Power BI has launched in 2015. It is 9 years old or maybe 10 years old, right?
Yes.
After learning this course, you can easily go and portray it in your resume as 5 years experience.
Yeah, okay.
So the 5 years of experience, how much depth a person has to know, that much of depth you will cover you. See, after teaching, don't come and put 10 years in Power BI. Even I will not put 10 years in Power BI. Even though I have 10 years experience, even I will put 9 years, because Power BI itself came in 2015 and now we are in 2024, 2025, maybe 9.5 years. So even I will not put 10 years. So don't expect me that after learning this, you will become an expert. 5 to 6 years, easily you can put and easily you can survive.
Okay, thank you.
Santosh, one question. Post this course, will I be able to find the data insights by myself?
Sorry, you will be able to?
Yeah, Miss, data speaks, right? So will I be able to find data insights by myself?
That's what.
Because we know
Yeah,
reporting is good.
I'm not here only to teach reporting. I'll also tell you how you can speak to business, how you can contribute your ideas, suggestions, what insights you can pick from a data. That is
Yeah.
what is a role. Power BI is not just like doing a reporting. You need to understand the business. You need to provide the suggestions. That we will help you.
Yeah, basically thinking matters, right? So whenever you're looking at data, Definitely, we need
Today
to.
itself, I've shown you, right? A guy who
Yeah.
is saying KSR trainer will be thrown out is the best trainer because the way we calculate, the way we see changes. So every business, there will be thinking. I'll be helping you that as well. Don't worry.
Okay. Yeah.
Santosh, can we get the projects of any edtech company, travel company, or let's say immigration firm? These are the three industries wherein I've worked.
See, there are 45 domains. Okay, so we cannot build 45 domains in our classes, right? So what I will be doing is I'll be helping you with some of basic highly used domains. Okay, that is what we do. But if you're looking for specific domain, I can guide you individually, like one-on-one time when we have it. That time I can guide you how you can do a project, where you can get the data, what type of analysis we can do. But in our class, we have a predefined 3 to 4 projects that we'll be doing. Only that will stick on. Any requested domain, we will connect on offline one-on-one.
Okay. Okay. Means after or before class or
Yeah,
any other time, right?
during the weekends, we can block some time and we can
Got it.
discuss. We can do that. But in class, I'll be teaching 4 projects.
Understood. Reason I actually asked you because that would be more relevant because of
Yeah,
the
see, that
industries
is
wherein
relevant
we have
for
worked,
you.
right?
That is relevant for you.
Correct.
But what if
Yeah,
everyone says that I need this domain, I need those domain? I can teach. Will you wait for
yeah,
2
totally
years?
get
No, 2 years I have to teach if I want to teach 44 domains. So
Yeah.
people will not have patience, right? But I can help you. How you can build everything, I'll help you.
More questions, sir.
Yeah.
How many hikes can meet after this course?
How many? Hike. See, hike depends on your current package also. Tomorrow I'll be discussing. Ask this question tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll tell you what salary you can expect. Okay, so with all that, if you have more questions, most of your questions will be answered tomorrow in terms of the job opportunities, course details, course fees, course timings, what are the projects that we're going to cover, everything we will discuss tomorrow because we have still not entered into Power BI. So tomorrow we'll discuss about the Power BI. But today we'll stop for here. We'll meet tomorrow, 8:30. Thank you all.
Santosh, sir,
Yeah.
Santosh, I just have last question.
Yeah.
Is there another batch going on for this same class?
Yeah,
'Cause
it
I
is in the
am-
morning time. It is in the morning time, so you can reach out to our team. Our team can help you. So morning, it will be by another expert, Ritesh. So he'll be the trainer, and evening batch, I'll be the trainer. So same syllabus. Morning also there is a batch. Evening also there is a batch. This is an evening batch, which most of the people after all works 8:30 is a good time. A lot of people are asking for morning batch. Morning also we have a batch. So reach out to our team. Our team can guide you.
Okay, thank you so much, sir.